Now that we have our programmer connected to our motherboard, we're ready to use the other program we downloaded, which is this ProgISP. We'll need to navigate to where we saved that. Right now I'm in my Marlin. I know I have that in documents or downloads, so I'll click downloads and there is our ProgISP program that we downloaded earlier. If I double click on that, this is the files, and we will click on ProgISP to open that program. Now, this has been improved greatly. The first time when I did it, everything was in Chinese, and I just had to watch how the guy clicked things. Right now, we just need to make sure that our board or our chip, if we select it out of our list here, there's a whole bunch of these. We will just scroll down to the one that says AT Mega 1284P, sorry. And we want to make sure that's the chip we have selected. Next, we'll come click on these three buttons on the right, these little three dots. And now we'll open this window, which is our fuses. And we need to change our low value fuse to DC. And what these are is programmable fuses that allow us to program our board. The high value then will be D6, and the last one is going to be FD. Now, if I try to write this at this point, it'll say something happened, but it hasn't, and it'll give you an error message. What you need to do is carefully lay your printer back down on its bottom, making sure you don't smash your little pin 27 board. Kind of pull that out the front, make sure that you don't smash your cable. And we need to connect our power supply to our printer and turn it on. We'll turn on the power. Just as a note, I've also unplugged my Raspberry Pi because I noticed as I was jostling this around that the voltage changed slightly on my buck converter, and I want to make sure that doesn't fry my board. So my Raspberry Pi, so I just unplugged the power cord to the Pi while we're doing this. Later we can we'll replug it in. So I'll turn this on. I'm not going to have anything show up on the screen because I've unplugged the screen. That's what our pin 27 board is. But now that it's on, I can go ahead and click on write. I get a little ding. It says the fuse bits were written successfully, so I know I'm in good shape. Now that I've written the fuse bits, I'm going to close that. And the next step is to load the flash, meaning my hex file. So I'll click load flash. It'll give me an Explorer, and I want to go into my Marlin bug fix. So if you're not in that already, or if it doesn't come up, we want to go to that. So I'll just click on documents, wherever I saved that to. Actually, I think I did that in downloads, didn't I? Marlin firmware, yes, and I'm going to go to the bug fix. I'll open Marlin, and the Sanguino hex is the one that we did. So I'll go ahead and click on that one, hit open, and select chip erase, program flash, and program fuse, but uncheck everything else. So just those three things. Then I want to click on auto, and it will begin programming. You do not want to unplug anything or turn anything off while this flashes to your board. Otherwise, you might brick your board, which means it is completely dead with no hope of ever coming back to life. So don't touch, just let it do its thing until you get the little message up here that says it was successfully written. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, possibly. Now we see that we have the message erase, write flash, and write fuse successfully done. We get that message. We have successfully flashed and updated our operating system basically on our Ender 3 board with all of the new features that should allow us to be able to use the BLTouch. Now there are other steps we got to take to do final adjustment, which we will show you next. But at this point, we can go ahead and close ProgISP and get out of that program. We can also disconnect our programmer and our ribbon cable. So we'll do that as well. We'll go ahead and turn off our printer first and then unplug those things.